Talking about jobs and that, though, I was reading the other day about, like, you know, rubbish jobs that people have had and stuff.
I haven't got time when I'm at work, man. I just get on with it. I'm not squiddly diddly. Fingers in pies, different jobs. Go on.
Do you know Ivor the Terrible?
Ivan.
He,
His Russian, that was the Welsh fella. It was bloody awful, but not as bad as his Russian cousin. Ivan, go on.
He had a fella doing some work for him, right? This fella built his house. After it was done, right, the terrible fella was like,
terrible fella, Ivan.
He was going, oh, it's brilliant, you've done a good job there.
Yeah.
I don't want you to build another one like that. Took his eyes out. Just stopped him making an house like that again.
Blimey.
That's bad, isn't it?
Why did he take away his trowel? Then he could have seen that he couldn't have built a house without a trowel. You can't build a house without a trowel.
Yeah.
I suppose he probably later thought that, once he'd been nicknamed Ivan the Terrible.
Yeah.
He thought, why? Because you gouge people's eyes out.
Yeah, but I didn't want to build another house.
I know, but...
Take his trowel away. What would I have been then? Ivan the Crafty at most.
Exactly, yeah.
Ivan the Jealous, Ivan the spoilt brat, but... Ivan, gouge someone's eyes, that is bloody terrible. I'm surprised you're not called Ivan the... Do you know what I mean?
You're gonna get on in history like with Vlad the Impaler.
Yeah.
He's mainly remembered for impaling people.
Yeah. He did a lot of other stuff.
He did a load of great charity work he did.
The impaling is the thing that's really gone down in history. When were you reading about Ivan the Terrible?
No, it's just
or Ivan the Terrible is the thing you remembered from this informative article?
No, it was just little bits like that. Talking about him, there was a thing about someone who worked for that fella who painted the ceiling.
Sistine Chapel?
Yeah. There was a thing, a woman who worked for him in his house. And,
I love how you assimilate information when it's just bordering on the academic, or just the interesting and true. It's wonderful. Ivor the Terrible gouged someone's eyes out 'cause built him an house. That fella who painted that ceiling had a woman work for him. Imagine if you wrote that down in an essay. Imagine if you wrote that in a school essay.
Well, you'd probably end up with not getting a grade, or...
Yeah, or thinking you turned up to more than you had.
Exactly. Anyway, the woman who lived with...
Yeah, the woman who lived in a shoe, go on.
Yeah, there's this woman who lived with him, and, she used to, like, go out and do all this shopping and that.
Yeah.
But because she couldn't read or write, he used to have to draw everything that he wanted.
Why couldn't he just tell her?
I don't know.
No, wait. That's an excellent point. Could she talk?
Yeah, but if it's a big list and that, loads of different coloured paints.
But why couldn't she draw on a piece of paper? Why did he have to do it?
Because he's a better drawer, isn't he?
That's the point. That's it. We were just looking for the logic of the story. You found it.
You've done it. Play a record. I Don't Owe You Anything by the Smiths on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais. With me, Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. Karl, over to you. This is the time where we play, well, the world famous quiz, isn't it?
Rockbusters, isn't it?
Yeah. Which is Blockbusters, but with music. See you later.
Cryptic clues and that. Do you want to say?
Not really cryptic, but go on.
We've got a number of DVDs to give away, including some teachers' DVDs. We've got a bunch of CDs here, and also Ricky Gervais's live stand-up DVD, Animals, which is not good at all. I really would not encourage people to buy that. It is weak observations, poorly performed. I would recommend The Office Series 2 on DVD.
Rubbish in that. I'm awful in that. You can actually see me forgetting some of my lines.
That's true.
Go on.
Right then, so cryptic clues, just an example, might be new, I reckon. People will be staying in today because it's raining and that, so might not have heard it before. So, like,
or they have and they're not listening.
Yeah. Well, whatever.
Oh good, you gave up on that, did you?
Well, give us an example of the sort of thing.
Jeez.
Alright, maybe don't.
Listen,
that long.
I'm a broadcaster.
Words are my tool.
Go on.
Alright, forget that.
Come on, Baldy.
Right, three clues then. Here's the first one. It's a band or an artist.
Yeah.
Right? I'm going to the northeast. What are you going there for?
Good point, good question.
Right?
Yeah, if it had been why you're going to the northwest, that's a different matter.
Going to the northeast, what are you going there for? Right. Yeah. S is the initial, so it's a band or an artist it starts with an S. and that's the clue, right? Second one, oh yeah, she's related to the man in the lamp, right? That's G, right? She's related to the man in the lamp, right? And the third one is, the Jamaican fella would love to live there, but it's a little bit pricey.
Oh God, I feel an accent coming on.
That's one where you're gonna have to think about it with the accent.
I imagine.
There, DS for that one, right? So the Jamaican fella would love to live there, but you know, a bit dear and that, a bit pricey. So
so give us some again quickly.
Right, the first one, I'm going to the northeast. What are you going there for? That's S. She's related to the man in the lamp, you know. That's G.
Changes a
and
bit.
the Jamaican fella would love to live there, but a little bit pricey.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
that's DS, so email in or text and that.
Ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk. What's
or
the
text 83XFM. Yeah, that's
With those
that.
prizes.
Brilliant.
Play some ads?
Yeah.
Right,
Go on then.
it's,
Right, has anyone got all three?
No.
No, right, okay, so there's something, I'm gonna ban Rockbusters. Okay, go on then, what are the clues again? Tell me the answers.
Well, give us the ones that they did get.
Alright, well they did get, she's related to the man in the lamp.
What's that?
That was G.
Gina.
That was
Genie.
Genesis. Alright?
Genesis.
Like Genesis. So, the sister of the genie, Genesis, Genesis, they got that one.
No. What's the band's name?
Genesis.
No,
Genesis.
say the band name. Genesis. Right, okay. I don't get it, because Genie is nothing like that.
Well, they did, so don't worry about it. Stop worrying about the ads, stop worrying about that, alright? The third one was, the Jamaican fella would love to live there.
Go on.
But it's a little bit pricey.
Go on.
Right? That
What was the initial?
DS. Deer Streets.
What?
It's a Deer Street to live on.
Deer Streets, oh yeah, I haven't heard of them. They're a band.
That's Dire Straits.
No, it's not Dire Straits! It's not Dire Straits! Deer Streets!
The Jamaican fella.
Go on, make it sound like that.
Like Deer Streets. Deer Streets.
Do it again, no, it's still not, keep going. I haven't got it yet, go on.
Deer Streets.
Deer Streets.
They got that one as well, so...
Alright, well, let's hear the one they did
Can I
get.
do an impression of a Jamaican fella saying Dire Straits?
Right.
Dire Straits.
The first
It's not
one,
the same!
The first one they struggled with was, I'm going to the northeast. What are you going there for?
Well, when you say struggled with, no one got this.
No one got it.
Go on then.
Didn't even attempt it.
Okay, go on, the northeast, what?
I'm going to the northeast. What are you going there for? Seal.
Seal? What?
Hull's up in the northeast. Isn't it?
Hull is, yeah, Sea Hull, yeah.
Yeah, so...
I haven't heard of them either.
Is that a seal, right? So that works.
Who's Sea Hull?
Seal.
Oh, Seal?
Yeah.
What's that got to do with the north, though?
Seal. That's the way I'd say it, isn't it?
Okay, that's the end of Rockbusters.
Unbelievable.
That's the end of Rockbusters.
I can't believe we even brought it back, Rick.
Right? I'm serious, that's the end of Rockbusters.
Can I be honest with you?
Go on.
I'd love to hear some adverts now instead of that.
Well, hang
So
on a
would
minute.
I. Adverts are better than that.
And I'm just saying, Laura.
Doesn't matter.
Laura's the
Fine.
one with
Well done, Laura.
Right? She
Well
only
done,
got two,
Laura.
but we'll give her that.
Yeah. Steve, is there anything wrong with a bit of old-fashioned rock and roll, yes or no?
I do not believe so.
Well, then there's Jet, so roll over DJ on XFM 104.9.
Who are you?
Ricky Gervais, who are you?
Steve Merchant.
Who's that little bald mank whinging twat over there?
Carl Pilkington.
Yeah,
The
sure.
one and only.
Alright?
Now,
Oh, go on.
Rick, as you know, there's always junk lying around in this studio, and not all of it is Rockbusters prizes.
No.
And there's, I've just been flipping
Some of it's the playlist.
Yeah, exactly. And, I was, just flipping through an old copy of the Guardian Guide from last week.
Sure.
You know, the little listings thing.
Yeah.
And, you know, I don't know if people might have seen it. There was a documentary on this week about the transfer of British sitcoms to America.
Yeah.
And, we did an interview for that because I'm remaking the show over in the States. I'm just flicking through and I noticed there's a little write-up about it here. And it says, blah, 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 and it says, quoting me, it says, "We don't care if David Brent becomes a woman," burbles Steve Merchant, eyes bulging with imagined riches. No, my eyes bulge normally. That's not me being greedy, that's
you know
just
that thing
me.
I did on it when I sort of like rub my fingers together and do that stupid Brent, people take that seriously.
I know.
Yeah.
It's extraordinary.
Oh, some people got it, but I think it was something in the paper the next day said Gervais's mannerisms could have been transferred as dollar signs. Well, I was doing it sarcastically. I was doing it like that. I was pretending that I just cared about the money.
Yeah.
So, irony, you see, people say Americans don't get irony. Most people here don't get irony.
Absolutely right.
That's why they think this show's rubbish.
Yeah, I know.
We fooled them.
Yeah.
We've had the last laugh. We
Exactly.
think it's really good.
Exactly.
Carl, come on. Let's have some news. Let's do some proper radio. Have you, although all your news comes from Anna Nova, doesn't it?
What will Dr. Fox do about now at 2 o'clock? He'd do some amusing news.
It's coming up for 2, and here is the news with Karl Pilkington.
Well, like I said, it's just headlines and that. I don't bother reading on if I like the headline.
And it's all from Anna Nova, not from a newspaper or...
It's not made up or anything. These
no,
are real
okay then. Well,
headlines,
let's see. Okay, imagine Trevor McDonald doing this.
These are real news headlines.
Okay then. Well, they're real to Karl. Okay, here we go. And here is the news with Karl Pilkington. Bong!
Man hid in wardrobe to avoid work.
Yeah, good.
Alright.
Bong!
Teenager gets stuck in washing machine.
Bong!
Dutchman
has 2 right feet.
Bong!
Cow hit by train lands on farmer's wife.
That is the real news to you, isn't it?
That's brilliant.
I was just thinking of the cow flying through the air!
Yeah.
And the wife going, oh no!
Yeah.
If everything was at the same size as us, what would be the best thing to be? Say like a tarantula.
Yeah.
And a tiger. What would happen there?
A 15-stone tiger versus a 15-stone tarantula.
Yeah.
Well, I'd imagine the 15-stone tarantula.
Right, so it's just weird that, innit? It's a good job that they're small. Yet things are getting bigger because we're messing with the world.
But it's a ridiculous thing to say, isn't it? Because what would it eat? 15 stone. The biggest you'll find is like a foot-long beetle or something weird like that.
Big though, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's about as big as they get.
So
I wouldn't worry about it.
Again, based on nothing, he queries you.
But it's like fish, innit? How they say about a goldfish.
Yeah.
That thing about a woman who went on holiday and stuck it in a bath. She came back, it was 7 foot.
Right, that didn't happen.
No, that's a well-known thing about
No, it's
goldfish.
not a well-known thing.
What?
I'll tell you why. Because a fish will only grow to its surroundings anyway. So...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You have to put it in a bigger tank.
Yeah, in a bath.
No, a 7-foot fish in a bath, it just fit the bath exactly, did it?
When she got back off holiday...
Don't talk shit. What was it eating? What was it eating?
How long was she gone for? 2 million years?
Yeah. She went to Mars and back.
Ted, you're not going to believe this. Come up here.
Well, how many fish do you see that have naturally died? It's always been caught by a man or a shark's at it. You don't just see dead fish washed up, do you?
Well, most things that don't die of old age.
Yeah, that's weird though, isn't it?
Well, no, because it's a... You know, it's a jungle out there.
No, worse than the sea. The sea is like full of... you've got an enemy round every rock.
I love it! I love it! It's like a warning to crabs
Exactly.
and young squid. It's like the policeman that comes into your school.
Yeah. Carl, have you ever seen the programme Inside the Actors Studio?
No.
James Lipton interviews famous actors and gets words of advice about, how they work and how they act. But at the end, he always asks a series of questions, which is based on a French series of questions that a guy called Bruno Pivot used to give people when he interviewed them. So I'm going to ask you some of these questions. I'm just interested to see what your response is. And, answer them quickly. You don't have to think about them too much. What is your favourite curse word?
I don't think I've got one. Knobhead. That sums everything up, and I think it's...
But you wouldn't call your nan a knobhead, would you? What would you call a nan?
Well, knobhead's alright, isn't it? Because she sort of gets it. It's one of them things that everybody understands, but it's not too offensive.
Right.
What a knobhead.
What would you do, though, if you were swimming, right? It was a nice little thing, you're on holiday, right? And there's this octopus there, and you're going around, right? And you just see it start spitting at you, poison. What would you say to it?
Well, it's too late then, isn't it? And I'd kick it. And I'd say, knobhead. I would... but what's the point? What's the point in getting annoyed now? Because it's done its stuff, hasn't it?
I don't know why you'd kick it and call it a knobhead under the water. What is this octopus thinking? Oh, God. Oh, okay, you fucking 8-legged shit.
I'm not bothered. I don't know what you're saying.
Fucking fucking cunt of a mollusk.
I'll just spit at you again. It's not bothered.
You slimy little fucking boneless wanker.
This is why the face
Are you
is
still
good.
talking to the octopus?
What's been going on? What's been going on?
I've been to hospital. I was rushed to hospital, like emergency and that. Had a tube put on my knob.
You had a tube put up your knob?
Yeah.
What's the story?
Kidney stones.
Oof.
So, shouldn't really be here, to be honest, doing this. They said rest and that. Climbing them stairs on the way in.
To be quite honest, it doesn't look like you're expending a lot of energy at the moment. It's like at Zookeeper going, oh, that sloth move today. Calm down.
Yeah, but I had to get here. It's been raining.
Yeah.
I had to come up the stairs. I had to carry the computer.
Yeah.
Well, that's not entirely true, because your girlfriend was carrying it. I saw her outside.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
And then you handed it to me and said, Steve, carry this.
Almighty.
Yeah, I know.
That's already a lie.
Christ almighty. Whinging.
Not whinging.
I'm in show business. I know loads of people that wake up every day with a sore knob, feeling like they've had their kidneys probed, and they would say they were unconscious. So they don't whinge about it. They get straight back onto it. They, a lot of them on TV now.
Yeah, straight back to hosting game shows.
So you're rushed to hospital.
So take us through the events, because it does sound quite dramatic. You started feeling a bit of pain, did you, initially?
Felt a bit of pain, and I thought, maybe I just pulled a muscle or something when I've been wrestling with Ricky and that, because you don't know what damage has been done. So I just think, it'll go in a minute, and then it didn't. It got a bit badder.
It got badder, did it?
So then I thought, I was crippled. I was lying on the floor in agony, looking on the internet, looking for sort of
still
solutions.
looking at monkey news.
I just put in like bellyache and stuff, and they were saying me loads of different things. And what I used to do when I was a kid, I used to always just get a cold ashtray and put that on my belly, and the coldness used to get rid of the badness.
Amazing.
The coldness got it.
Like a witch doctor.
Yeah.
This is like
a witch doctor happens to work in a pub.
It's like some sort of 5th century remedy written in mud. Coldness doth get away with the badness.
Why specifically an ashtray?
Just because they sort of old cold.
They're old cold.
I don't know what this is. I love this idea that he's at the operation and he comes round and they're talking to him, and his girlfriend gets a phone call and they say, Mr. Pilkington's maybe complications. He's just talking rubbish. Yeah. She goes, oh, good.
Yeah, he's back to his old self. What is it? Why specifically an ashtray? Sorry, because it's old cold. I understand it's old cold.
Yeah, we understand. Everyone who's done a medical degree understands old cold, but old cold belly badness. If you want to buy that book, Old Cold Belly Badness, it's the history of abdominal surgery by Karl Pilkington.
No, it just
but you put it in the freezer or something first?
You can do if you want, but they're normally cold anyway. It's sort of thick glass and that it holds the cold. But we don't smoke in our house, so I had to use a plate.
Oh, well, that's madness. A plate's not going to work. Famously, a plate doesn't work.
No! Oh, God.
So you put a plate on your belly, but that didn't do any...
That didn't work. So, called Suzanne and said, I'm in agony here. She said, go to the doctors then.
Good advice.
So
a lot of people have done that straight away, as opposed to going through the plate ashtray.
So he went to hospital, and they went to hospital and he said, have you got an ashtray? They went,
no, especially an ashtray.
This is no smoking.
So anyway, then we get in a cab and what have you, go there. I have an X-ray.
His voice is even more boring than usual,
extraordinary, isn't it? Yeah.
Fuck me.
And they put me on a drip and everything. Give me some morphine and stuff. And found out that I had kidney stones. So that's why I was in hospital. And they get them out by... I don't know what's gone on, to be honest. I've got some tube inside me. From my kidney to my bladder. That's helping me stuff get about.
And so there's a little tube up the end of your knob into your...
Yeah, it's not there now. It's high up.
Right.
So it's high up between my kidney and my bladder.
But why didn't you have the thing where they go in the side? You had the choice to...
Because I said to the doctor, I'm not a doctor. I said, what do you think...
He went, stop putting yourself down, Carl.
he said, we need you in the operating theatre now.
He just said, you know, I said to him, what should I have done? Because he said, if you want, go home, and we'll get you in again or something. Something like that. And I said, no, I might as well have it done properly. Have it done now whilst I'm here.
Sorry, the choice was have it done properly or go home.
It was something like that. He said there's something you can do, and I said, oh,
flush it out.
No, because it's too big. It's something like 7mm.
And it's basically because you don't drink enough water.
Yeah. So anyway, I said, what do you think I should have done? And he said, tube up the knob. And I said, not my favourite one of the choice, but if that's what you think. So he said, yeah, have that. He did me little diagrams, which didn't help. He was like showing.
How big did he draw your knob?
Sort of normal size.
Yeah, was it?
It was all right.
You weren't offended by them.
But he went into detail. It's just, you know, more the tubes and stuff in your bladder and your kidney.
What was your ball bag like? Did he draw that?
He didn't do that bit. He left that bit out.
Okay, right.
But he said, we'll just pop that up there, and then that's when Ricky turned up to visit. Came in laughing at me because we sat there in like me underpants and stockings.
In stockings?
Yeah.
Why were you?
He was there. No, he wasn't in bed. He was sort of out of bed with his little drip, right? He had his little boxer shorts on, just sat there, right, in his pants, right, and he had stockings on.
Yeah, because they stop clots or something. They put them on your legs. It's like, you know, when people have got big veins and they go on a plane.
Right. Yeah.
You said you're not a doctor.
No, but I've seen it because Suzanne's mum did it, and she put them on ridiculously early, like 3 days before we were going away, and she'd never been away before, and everything was like over the top. Do you know what I mean? She's like, I best put them on. And so I put them on, and they like, I don't know what it is. It's something when you're under, your blood doesn't move about the same,
right?
And it can clot up in your leg. So you wear these tight tights.
And I came in to cheer him up, didn't I?
Yeah.
Was that a nice cheery experience, him coming in?
I had a headache at the time. I think I was a bit stressed out.
Well, he's just a man you want at that point.
Yeah. Well, it's weird how it suddenly all happened quick. And I woke up and there was an Irish woman over me going, are you alright? You alright? And I said, oh, it's stinging a bit. She said, I'll give you some more morphine. And I sort of put my head up to have a look at my tackle because I wanted to see
if it was still there.
What was attached to it. Do you know what I mean? Because they said something about they might leave some string hanging out of it, so they can pull the tube out.
It makes you talk.
So, I had a look for that. Couldn't see any of that.
Yeah.
But as she put the morphine in, all the muscles in your body go funny. My head just collapsed.
Hello. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Hello and welcome to the 77th Annual Golden Globe Awards, live from the Beverly Hilton Hotel here in Los Angeles. I'm Ricky Gervais, thank you. You'll be pleased to know this is the last time I'm hosting these awards, so I don't care anymore. I'm joking, I never did. NBC clearly don't care either, 5th time. So, I mean, Kevin Hart was fired from the Oscars because of some offensive tweets. Hello? Lucky for me, the Hollywood Foreign Press can barely speak English, and they've no idea what Twitter is. So I got offered this gig by fax. So let's go out with a bang. Let's have a laugh at your expense, shall we? Remember, they're just jokes. We're all gonna die soon, and there's no sequel. So, yeah. Remember that. But you all look lovely, all dolled up. You came here in your limos. I came here in a limo tonight, and the license plate was made by Felicity Huffman. So, no. Shush. It's her daughter I feel sorry for, okay? That must be the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to her. And her dad was in Wild Hogs. So, lots of big celebrities here tonight. I mean, legends, icons, yeah? Look, at this table alone, Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, but... Baby Yoda. Oh, that's Joe Pesci, sorry. I love you, man, don't have me whacked. But tonight isn't just about the people in front of camera. in this room are some of the most important TV and film executives in the world. People from every background, but they all have one thing in common. They're all terrified of Ronan Farrow. He's coming for you. He's coming for you. Look, talking of all you perverts, it was a big year. It was a big year for paedophile movies. Surviving R. Kelly, Leaving Neverland, Two Popes. Shut up. Shut up. I don't care. I don't care. Many talented people of colour were snubbed in major categories. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about that. The Hollywood foreign press are all very, very racist. So, fifth time. So, we were going to do an in memoriam this year, but when I saw the list of people that had died, it wasn't diverse enough. It just, no. It was mostly white people. And I thought, nah, not on my watch. So, maybe next year. Let's see what happens. No one cares about movies anymore. No one goes to the cinema. No one really watches network TV. Everyone's watching Netflix. This show should just be me coming out going, well done, Netflix, you win everything. Good night. But no, we got to drag it out for 3 hours. You could binge watch the entire first season of Afterlife instead of watching this show. That's a show about a man who wants to kill himself because his wife dies of cancer. And it's still more fun than this, okay? Spoiler alert, season 2 is on the way, so in the end, he obviously didn't kill himself. Just like Jeffrey Epstein. Shut up. I know he's your friend, but I don't care. You had to make your own way here in your own plane, didn't you? Right. But seriously, most films are awful, lazy, remakes, sequels. I've heard a rumour that there might be a sequel to Sophie's Choice. I mean, that'd just be Meryl Streep going, well, it's got to be this one then. All the best actors have jumped to Netflix and HBO, you know. And the actors who just do Hollywood movies now do fantasy adventure nonsense. They wear masks and capes and really tight costumes. Their job isn't acting anymore. It's going to the gym twice a day and taking steroids, really. Have we got an award for most ripped junkie? No. No point. We know who'd win that. Martin Scorsese, the greatest living director, made the news for his controversial comments about the Marvel franchise. He said they're not real cinema and they remind him of theme parks. I agree. Although I don't know what he's doing hanging around theme parks. He's not big enough to go on the rides, is he? It's tiny. Right. The Irishman was amazing. It was amazing. It was. It was great. Long, but amazing. It wasn't the only epic movie. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, nearly 3 hours long. Leonardo DiCaprio attended the premiere, and by the end, his date was too old for him. So... Even Prince Andrew's like, come on, Leo, mate, you know. You're nearly 50, son. The world got to see James Corden as a fat pussy. He was also in the movie Cats, but no one saw that. And the reviews, oh, shocking. I saw one that said, this is the worst thing to happen to cats since dogs, right? But Dame Judi Dench defended the film, saying it was the role she was born to play, because she... I can't do this next joke. Because she loves nothing better than plonking herself down on the carpet, lifting her leg and licking her own minge. Furball. She's old school. It's the last time, who cares? Oh. Apple roared into the TV game with a morning show. A superb drama, yeah. A superb drama about the importance of dignity and doing the right thing, made by a company that runs sweatshops in China. So, Well, you say you're woke, but the companies you work for, I mean, unbelievable. Apple, Amazon, Disney. If ISIS started a streaming service, you'd call your agent, wouldn't you? So, if you do win an award tonight, don't use it as a platform to make a political speech, right? You're in no position to lecture the public about anything. You know nothing about the real world. Most of you spent less time in school than Greta Thunberg. So, if you win, right, come up, accept your little award, thank your agent and your God, and fuck off, okay? So, it's already 3 hours long. Right, let's do the first award. The first award. The first award is for Best Actor in a Television Series, Musical or Comedy. To present the award are a couple of actors off the telly, what can I say? Jennifer Aniston and Reese Witherspoon. In a little while, we're going to see a short clip from The Irishman. It's 88 minutes long. In the meantime, here are Sofia Vergara and Matt Bomer. Welcome back. Still having a good time? Good. As you know, the meal tonight was all vegetables, as are the members of the Hollywood Foreign Press. Please welcome their president, Lorenzo Soria. Knives Out has 3 nominations tonight. Yeah. See what can happen if you don't dress people up as cats? It's that easy. Here are 2 of the nominated stars, Ana de Armas and Daniel Craig. I've got nothing negative to say about these next 2 presenters because the big one could snap me in half. So please welcome Zoe Kravitz and Jason Momoa. Kill me. We're nearly done. Jesus. 3, it's already 3. Right, last one, come on guys. Our next presenter starred in Netflix's Bird Box, a movie where people survive by acting like they don't see a thing. Sort of like working for Harvey Weinstein. You did it, I didn't, you did it. Shut the fuck up. Please welcome Sandra Bullock. That's it. Good night. Thank you. Please donate to Australia. Have a great time. Get drunk. Take your drugs.